This is Morty Smith's full story explained across Rick and Morty. Season 1, a reluctant introduction to the chaos. Morty's story begins in the pilot episode, where his ordinary, awkward life takes a dramatic turn after his grandfather Rick Sanchez moves into the Smith household.
It's the middle of the night, what are you talking about?
Come on, I got a surprise for you. Come on, hurry up.
Rick is a brilliant but reckless scientist who recruits Morty as his sidekick for dangerous interdimensional escapades.
Oh man, Rick, what is this place?
It's Dimension 35C.
At the start of the series, Morty is a timid 14-year-old high schooler struggling with academics, social anxiety, and a crush on a popular girl named Jessica.
What are you doing to me?
I'm just doing my best.
Morty, what are you doing to me?
Jessica.
In the pilot, Rick wakes Morty in the middle of the night for an adventure to retrieve mega seeds from a bizarre alien dimension. The escapade ends with Morty being forced to smuggle the seeds in his rectum.
I'm gonna need you to take these seeds into the bathroom, and I'm gonna need you to put them way up inside your butthole, Morty.
My butt.
Put them way up inside there, as far as they can fit.
An ordeal that leaves him physically and emotionally rattled. This initial adventure sets the tone for the show, which is Rick's disregard for Morty's well-being, juxtaposed with Morty's reluctant participation.
Did you get those seeds all the way up your butt?
Yeah, Rick. I mean, these things are pointy. They hurt.
That means they're good ones.
The season continues to explore Morty's increasing exposure to Rick's dangerous world. In Lawnmower Dog, Morty experiences a surreal adventure in a dream world while Rick enhances the family dog's intelligence. This episode highlights Morty's growing resilience as he navigates the dreamscape and helps defeat Scary Terry, a Freddy Krueger-like character.
I always hated that song.
Morty's first significant assertion of independence occurs in Me Seeks and Destroy. Frustrated by Rick's dominance, Morty demands to lead an adventure.
Adventures are supposed to be simple and fun.
Oh yeah, Morty, that's real easy to say from the sidekick position.
Rick agrees, taking Morty to a fantasy dimension. However, Morty's idealized vision of an adventure quickly devolves into chaos, culminating in a traumatic encounter with the Jelly Bean King.
I'm Mr. Jellybean.
Hi, Mr. Jellybean. But I'm starting to get nervous that maybe it's gone a little too far off the rails.
Isn't that what adventures do?
Okay, bye.
No, it's...
Morty's bravery in standing up for himself and confronting the Jelly Bean King demonstrates his emerging self-confidence, even in the face of trauma. The season's standout episode, Rick Potion number 9. 9 inches is a turning point in Morty's development.
Why can't you just help me out once for once?
This is called oxytocin. All right, Morty, whoever you smear this stuff on will fall in love with you. And only you, forever.
Rick's love potion to help Morty win Jessica's affection goes awry, mutating the entire planet's population into grotesque Cronenberg creatures. Rather than fix the mess, Rick decides they should abandon their home dimension entirely, relocating to an alternate Earth where their counterparts have just died.
Oh my god, Rick! Is that us? We're dead!
This horrifying experience forces Morty to confront the fragility of his existence and the consequences of Rick's actions. His realization that life is fundamentally unstable marks the beginning of his emotional maturity. Season 1 concludes with Ricksy Business, where Morty, Summer, and Rick throw a party while Beth and Jerry are away.
Okay, any damage to this house, no more adventures with Morty.
Oh, geez, Rick, if my mom's the one who sang it, then you know it's pretty serious this time.
That's right.
Wait, what?
Although the episode is comedic, Morty's ability to manage some of the chaos reveals his growing adaptabilities.
Oh, God, that's disgusting. You guys are in my parents' bed.
Oh, sorry, I'm not feeling too well.
Oh, okay.
Season 2, Grappling with Morality and Consequences. In Season 2, Morty's experiences in the multiverse begin to shape his worldview, making him more assertive and morally aware. However, his attempts to do the right thing often result in unintended consequences, forcing him to grapple with the complexities of ethical decision-making. In Morty Night Run, Morty insists on protecting a gaseous being named Fart, whom Rick intends to sell.
Stupid-ass fart-saving carpet store motherfucker. Move!
Morty's empathy for Fart leads him to take significant risks, believing he is doing the right thing. However, Fart ultimately reveals its plan to annihilate all carbon-based life.
We will be back for your cleansing.
Cleansing?
Forcing Morty to kill it. This experience highlights one of Morty's central struggles, the tension between his idealism and the harsh realities of the multiverse.
While you were gone, I found a new wormhole with millions of beings just like him on the other side, and they're all coming to visit.
What? Rick, no, you can't!
Too late, Morty, the hole's opening.
No, Rick, you don't understand!
Morty's relationship with Rick becomes more complex in the Ricks Must Be Crazy. When Morty discovers that Rick's car battery is powered by an enslaved microverse, he questions Rick's ethics and refuses to condone the exploitation.
That's slavery!
It's society. They work for each other, Morty.
That just sounds like slavery with extra steps.
Ooh la la, someone's gonna get laid in college.
Despite Rick's dismissive attitude, Morty's willingness to confront him demonstrates his growing moral backbone. In Get Schwifty, Morty takes on a leadership role when Earth is threatened by giant alien heads demanding a musical performance.
Hey, take your pants off. It's Swifty time today.
Morty's ability to rally others and remain calm under pressure shows his increasing confidence and resourcefulness.
Rick, Ice-T, could you guys take it less easy? We've got 6 hours to come up with a song!
Genius happens in the moment, Morty. Hey, Morty, could you lick my balls?
I've seen enough. These guys are one-hit wonders.
The season's most emotional episode, Interdimensional Cable 2 Tempting Fate, explores Morty's burgeoning self-awareness. When the family debates whether to save Jerry, who is being used as an alien organ donor, Morty reflects on the arbitrary nature of existence. This existential moment underscores Morty's deepening understanding of the multiverse's indifference. Season 2 concludes with The Wedding Squanchers, a game-changing episode in Morty's arc. When Rick surrenders to the Galactic Federation to protect his family, Morty begins to question whether Rick's intelligence is worth the chaos it brings.
I was gonna hop over to the Gloppy Drop system, get some ice cream.
You want me to come with? Don't you need my brainwaves for camouflage or something?
This moment marks Morty's growing cynicism with Rick's worldview. Season 3, Challenging Rick's Authority. Season 3 is a pivotal chapter in Morty's journey, as he becomes increasingly assertive and willing to challenge Rick's dominance.
Who's stupid now, bitch?
The season begins with the Rick Shank Rickdemption, where Morty and Summer attempt to rescue Rick from the Galactic Federation. Morty's frustration with Rick's destructive influence comes to the forefront, as he briefly sides with the Federation, believing Rick's chaos is more harmful than beneficial. In Pickle Rick, Morty confronts the dysfunction in his family. While Rick avoids family therapy by turning himself into a pickle, Morty attends therapy with Beth and Summer, recognizing the importance of addressing their issues.
Hey, Rick, why is there a syringe of mysterious fluid hanging directly over you?
Morty's willingness to engage in therapy despite Rick's mockery reflects his growing emotional maturity. Key to Morty's development is rest and Rick-laxation, where he undergoes a detoxification process that removes his insecurities. The resulting detoxed Morty is confident but detached.
Oh man, world's greatest grandpa, for reals. It's not just a coffee cup for you, bud.
While his toxic counterpart is riddled with anxiety and guilt. This duality highlights the complexity of Morty's character, as his empathy and vulnerability are integral to his identity.
Morty, how is it healthy to slap me?
Obviously, my version of health is a hell of a lot different from yours, you useless old turd!
Season 3 concludes with the Rickchurian Morty date, where Morty fully asserts his independence. He and Summer reject Rick's attempts to control their lives, signaling a significant shift in their dynamic. Morty's refusal to blindly follow Rick reflects his growth into a more self-reliant and confident individual.
Look, whatever the hell is going on between you and the president, it's got nothing to do with me.
So where did you go?
I can't tell you.
Season 4, Ambition, Consequences, and Personal Growth. Season 4 explores Morty's evolving ambition, his increasingly strained relationship with Rick, and his attempts to assert independence while navigating the chaos of interdimensional adventures. The season highlights Morty's darker tendencies, ethical dilemmas, and growing emotional depth.
Oh my god, I wish we could suck on each other.
I want to suck on you too.
I'm gonna suck you so hard.
Let's take a look at some important episodes. The season opener establishes a darker tone for Morty's character. Rick takes Morty on a crystal collecting mission to Forbodalon Prime, where Morty encounters a death crystal, a powerful artifact that shows glimpses of one's future death. Morty becomes obsessed with a vision of dying alongside Jessica, and this fixation drives him to recklessly pursue that future.
You're gonna make me die wrong!
Wait a minute, what? Morty, do you have a death crystal in your pocket?
No, maybe.
You little monster, I thought you were masturbating.
Morty's blind devotion to achieving this vision causes havoc. He ignores Rick's warnings, jeopardizes his family family's safety and ultimately takes over Rick's body using advanced technology. Morty's obsession with control and his willingness to override Rick's authority underscore his growing ambition. In the end, the vision proves misleading, forcing Morty to confront the futility of trying to dictate his future. 2. In this episode, Morty's story focuses on his budding relationship with a girl named Trisha Lang. Morty's attempts to impress her lead him into a subplot involving Rick's conflict over a stolen private toilet. While Morty's role in this episode is less central, it continues to explore his desire for normalcy and connection, even amid absurdity. This heist parody episode showcases Morty's frustrations with Rick's constant undermining of his dreams. Morty writes a screenplay about a heist movie to impress Netflix, but Rick sabotages Morty's aspirations by creating a series of overly elaborate heist scenarios that ultimately disillusion Morty about the genre. The episode reveals Rick's manipulative tendencies and his jealousy of Morty's independent ambitions. Morty's growing dissatisfaction with Rick's influence becomes increasingly
I'm starting to think heists are just really dumb now, you know? I can't put my finger on why, but I'd really like to go.
though he remains trapped in their dynamic. Morty's frustrations with Rick's treatment of him come to the forefront in this dragon-themed episode.
You asked me to cut class and fight robots with you. I said no. You said millions of lives depend on it. I said I'll do it for a dragon.
Rick gifts Morty a dragon to fulfill a whimsical request, but the dragon, Balthroma, bonds with Rick instead in super shady fashion, much to Morty's annoyance.
You can take this stupid fake soul bond contract and you can...
The episode highlights Morty's growing impatience with Rick's tendency to overshadow him, as well as his desire for recognition and control. Morty's relationship with the dragon is humorous, but also emblematic of his struggle to assert his identity outside of Rick's shadow. Morty's role in this snake-centric time travel episode underscores his impulsive nature and inability to foresee the long-term consequences of his actions. After accidentally killing a sentient snake astronaut, Morty tries to replace it with another snake, inadvertently causing a chain reaction that leads to a snake rebellion. This episode serves as a reminder of Morty's flawed decision-making and his struggle to reconcile his moral impulses with practical realities. While Morty's actions stem from good intentions, the ensuing chaos reflects his naivety and the unpredictable nature of Rick's world. One of the most pivotal episodes of the series explores the toxic dynamics between Morty and Rick. Morty challenges Rick's authority.
Venter?
Yeah, what part of a fake acid vat with built-in air supply and quick-release bones isn't inventive enough for you?
Criticizing one of his overly simplistic escape plans involving a fake vat of acid. In response, Rick creates a device that allows Morty to save and load points in his life, akin to a video game. Morty's initial delight at the device leads to reckless behavior, including indulging in selfish and destructive actions.
Oh shit, suicide by cop. I love these.
However, when a prolonged romance ends tragically due to the device, Morty is forced to confront the emotional weight of his choices.
What am I living for? What am I building? If I'm always looking back, I'm never looking ahead. You can't live without consequences, you know? You feel me?
Rick later reveals that the device came at a horrific cost, as each load resulted in the deaths of alternate Mortys. The episode underscores Morty's recklessness, his inability to foresee consequences, and the toxic interplay between his growing independence and Rick's vindictive nature. It also cements Morty's realization that life is messy and cannot be neatly controlled.
Wow, that's a beautiful thought.
8. Star Mort Rick Turn of the Jerry. The season finale revisits Morty's family dynamics, particularly the fractured relationship between Beth and Rick. Morty and Summer play significant roles in resolving the conflict between two versions of Beth, one who stayed on Earth and another who became a spacefaring rebel.
I'm technically still there. My dad made a perfect clone of me to take my place.
Boy, that Rick.
Morty's willingness to navigate this complex situation reflects his growth as a mediator and problem solver within his dysfunctional family.
I don't think crazy is a responsible word to use.
It is now. This is crazy. You're being crazy.
Season 5, Love, Heartbreak, and Maturity. Season 5 delves into Morty's personal relationships, emotional growth, and the challenges of balancing loyalty to Rick with his own identity. This season features some of Morty's most significant emotional storylines, particularly his exploration of love and heartbreak. Let's check out some highlights.
Just like you, I got it from the Citadel.
Hot damn, hitting the ground running with a Citadel episode. See you later.
1. Mort Dinner Rick Andre. The season opener focuses on Morty's attempts to impress Jessica while dealing with Rick's feud with a sea-dwelling alien named Mr. Nimbus.
I'm scared, Morty. I can see the end. I'm a silly man. I'm a silly small man.
Morty's efforts to juggle a normal life with interdimensional chaos come to a head when a simple errand spirals into a centuries-long war in an alternate dimension.
I was wrong! I was so wrong! God is real!
Despite his best efforts, Morty fails to achieve the romantic connection he desires with Jessica, who ultimately chooses a path of cosmic enlightenment. This episode emphasizes Morty's longing for normalcy and his inability to separate himself from Rick's chaotic influence.
God damn it, do you see this Whisper Kitchen Frasier bullshit you're making me do? Morty, just get the wine. Beth and Jerry, stop trying to fuck Nimbus.
2. A Rick Convenient Mort. One of the most emotionally resonant episodes, A Rick Convenient Mort, follows Morty's whirlwind romance with Planetina, an environmental superhero. Morty's passionate love for Planetina offers him a glimpse of true happiness.
Fly you and your friend there, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Okay, I'll ask him. He said he can't come. Let's go.
But their relationship falls apart when Morty realizes he cannot condone her extreme methods of environmental activism.
There's only one solution for pollution!
Oh my God, no!
The episode explores Morty's capacity for deep emotional connections and his willingness to make difficult choices, even when it means ending something meaningful. His heartbreak is raw and genuine, marking a major milestone in his emotional maturity.
She's gone. I loved her so much.
I know you did, honey.
3. Rick Dependence Spray. This absurdly comedic episode centers on Morty's misguided attempts to impress Jessica, leading to the accidental creation of giant mutant sperm.
What happened?
The sperm, Morty. They're super monster sperm now. I blame myself, unless there was something about the sperm I didn't know.
While the episode leans heavily into humor, it underscores Morty's impulsive tendencies and the consequences of his reckless actions.
Rick, do something!
On it.
What did you do?
I got out of your eye line.
4. A Mortican Grick Fitty, Morty and his sister, Summer, attempt to fit in with a group of cool kids by borrowing Rick's car. Their actions lead to chaos.
Now it's your turn to come on my joyride. Rick never lets me do this.
Including the car developing a vengeful AI. This episode highlights Morty's desire for social acceptance and his struggles with peer pressure, as well as his ability to handle complex challenges alongside Summer.
How was your night?
Crazy.
You kids getting in any trouble?
Nope.
You sure? Yep.
5. Richter Nile Friend Shine of the Spotless Mort. Although the episode focuses primarily on Rick, Morty's absence is notable as it emphasizes Rick's dependency on him. This episode underscores the toxic yet deeply intertwined nature of their relationship.
As soon as you guys are gone, the potential for a new Pickle Rick starts skyrocketing. Peace. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
6. Rick Mirai Jack. The season finale introduces Evil Morty, a darker version of Morty who escapes the Citadel of Ricks by dismantling its system of control.
Wait, I was afraid I'd have to kill every Rick on the Citadel to get what I needed. You asshole, I vouched for you!
While Morty is not the primary focus of this episode, Evil Morty's actions reflect the potential for Morty to grow into a radically different person under similar circumstances. Season 6, Morty's growth and the shift in dynamics. By this point in the series, Morty has grown from a timid, impressionable boy to a more confident and assertive individual, often acting as a moral counterbalance to Rick's reckless behavior. Let's see how.
Get off. Get out of here. You did this last season. You're like a suicide bomber.
1. Solarix. The Season 6 premiere begins with the fallout from the destruction of the Citadel in the Season 5 finale.
Garrett in here.
The extra Mortys went feral. Some problems solved themselves.
Rick and Morty are stranded in their original realities due to Rick's portal gun network being destroyed. Morty is forced to confront his original dimension C-137, where his mutated Cronenberg family still reside.
Damn it, Morty, there's no doctors anymore.
Dad?
A haunting callback to the events of Rick Potion number 9 inches in Season 1. Morty's reunion with his original family is brief but emotionally charged. His regret for abandoning them and the stark reminder of Rick's destructive influence weigh heavily on him.
Rick was always right. Everyone needs to let go.
Morty also learns more about Rick's tragic backstory, including the death of Rick's wife, Diane. These revelations deepen Morty's understanding of Rick, even as he grows more critical of Rick's actions.
Morty.
You promise I'm not, bait to make that Rick come back?
What?
2. Rick, a Mort well lived. This episode showcases Morty's growing competence in dealing with absurd interdimensional crises.
1/5 billionth of a kid trapped in a video game. Yeah, that and a college degree will pay the rent.
When a malfunction traps Morty inside a virtual reality game, his consciousness is split into billions of NPCs. Rick, tasked with rescuing him, must convince each fragment of Morty's mind to unite. Morty's adaptability and ability to work through existential challenges are key here. Despite the fragmented nature of his identity, Morty retains his determination and moral center, reflecting his resilience and growing maturity.
Right, Morty?
Sure. I mean, whatever you say, Rick. You know best. I trust you implicitly.
3. Night Family. Morty's role as part of the Smith family takes center stage in this eerie and comedic episode. The family becomes embroiled in a conflict with their night people, alternate personas who take control of their bodies while they sleep. Morty steps up as a key problem solver, showcasing his ingenuity in dealing with the bizarre situation. This episode emphasizes Morty's growing ability to think critically and act decisively in the face of chaos. His collaboration with Summer and the rest of the family further highlights his evolution from a passive participant to an active leader in their adventures.
Night person!
I'm on your side. I'm on your side.
Oh, that's right, sorry.
4. Final Desmithation. In this time-looping, fate-focused episode, Morty grapples with the concept of destiny.
You will have sex with your mother.
After a fortune teller predicts he will marry his mother. 5. Jurassic Mort. In this episode, Morty navigates a world where hyper-intelligent dinosaurs return to Earth and reshape society.
We love helping new life forms get their footing. So now that we're back, we can respectfully take it from here.
Morty's role is to mediate between humanity and the dinosaurs, showcasing his emerging ability to handle diplomatic and complex scenarios. Though humorous, the episode highlights Morty's growing confidence and his capacity for navigating moral dilemmas.
It's allowed to start thinking beyond conflict. I mean, it's all in their pamphlet.
Morty, you're a genius. I clearly mean that in the 90s ironic sense.
A Rick in King Mortar's Mort. Morty's increasing skepticism of Rick's intentions becomes evident in this episode, where Rick manipulates Morty into accepting the title of King of the Sun.
Oh God, Morty, don't take the sword.
Oh, I'm shocked you're against something, Rick.
You take that sword, you're gonna get sucked into a whole complicated... Oh, shit!
Morty grows tired of Rick's antics and begins questioning his motives, solidifying the shift in their dynamic. Morty is no longer the blindly obedient sidekick, but a partner who demands respect and accountability from Rick. Season 7, a Morty fully coming into his own season. 7 deepens Morty's relationships with his family, explores his evolving bond with Rick, and reinforces his role as a capable and self-reliant individual. Let's run through it quickly.
Social commentary, rude characters. Here we go, Rick and Morty time.
1. How Poopy got his poop back. Morty plays a supporting role in this episode, which focuses on Mr. Poopy Butthole's existential crisis. However, Morty's empathy shines through as he navigates the familial chaos that unfolds around him. His ability to serve as a voice of reason in increasingly absurd situations is emblematic of his growing maturity.
Brought you a coffee?
I can synthesize coffee. You don't need to make excuses to
Yeah,
come
I
see
need to
me.
say that, so I didn't even bring a cup.
2. The Jarek Trap. This episode centers on a plan concocted by Jerry and Rick, but Morty's interactions highlight his increasing emotional intelligence.
You know, this is Morty, the kid who hangs with Rick Sanchez?
Tried to warn you, man.
Morty's patience with Jerry and his growing ability to understand and navigate Rick's manipulation show a new level of nuance in his character. 3. Air Force Wong. Morty's role in this episode focuses on the fallout of his family's relationship with Dr. Wong, their therapist. 4. That's a Mort. In this episode, Morty's growing awareness of his place in the multiverse and his relationship with Jessica takes center stage. Though Morty continues to long for normalcy, his repeated exposure to Rick's chaotic world has fundamentally changed him, making it harder for him to connect with the mundane aspects of life. This tension between his desire for a regular life and his role in Rick's adventures remains a central theme.
Yes, I want you to fix it. None of this would have happened if you'd been honest about the spaghetti.
Morty, I lied to protect you.
5. Rick fending your Mort. The pair confronts external threats here. Morty's ability to stand his ground and challenge Rick when necessary underscores the balance that has developed in their dynamic. Morty no longer relies on Rick to solve every problem, demonstrating his growth into a more self-sufficient character.
This stinks to high heaven, Morty. I'm not accepting these.
I knew you were gonna do this, so I got receipts.
6. Wet Quat a Mortican Summer. This light-hearted yet poignant episode showcases Morty's increasing confidence in navigating absurd scenarios. His interactions with Summer and their shared adventures reinforce the sibling bond that has grown stronger throughout the series. By the end of season 7, Morty has cemented his place as a confident, resourceful, and emotionally intelligent character. His journey from a timid teenager to a self-assured adventurer is marked by challenges, heartbreak, and growth. Of course, he still messes up from time to time, but you can expect that from a boy stuck in perpetual adolescence.
I won't tell you, but I need you to know the truth is horrible, so that if you ever find out an accident, you can't blame me.
Do you agree with me on this? Let me know in the comments if you want to see another topic. Okay then, see you in the next one.